It's Tuesday, November 25th, and we have a little mini pod. It's all Bears everywhere you can see. We're going to recap Bears Steelers. We're going to talk about their playoff picture next week against the Eagles. Let's get to it. Are we dreaming, Alex? Another win, 4 in a row.
We're not dreaming.
8-3.
Hey, 7-1, or 8-1 in the last 9 games. Pretty fucking crazy. Considering they lost 10 in a row last year. Let's not forget that.
No, we keep trying to do the pinch me self moment where it's like, or pinch ourselves where it's like, we've said it on this pod, we said it in person. Like, don't forget where they were last year. This was not a good team last year. And they didn't really bring anyone else too many players in. It's not like they made a game. I mean, obviously the offensive line's been a lot better, and this is Ben Johnson throughout and through. It's like this guy took him 10 games, 11 games. I trust him with my life.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
No, you're very, very correct in your assessment. Where it's like, I don't even know, and I don't want to brag on Caleb or anything, but it's like, Ben Johnson is the key. like he's the guy, obviously, that makes everything go. And I think Coach out in Chicago, it's in quarterback. Obviously, you haven't really got the coach right either. Like no one really talks about that. I mean, you had Lovey, I guess, for a little bit, but since then it's been horrible. So, it seems like they got the coach right. It seems like the guys are bought in. And even like on bad days where I was just mentioning, Caleb didn't look great in the first half, they scored 31 points. So it's like, what world are we living in? That's like a bad first half and you're scoring 31? I mean, it's crazy.
No, I agree. I mean, people are harping on like, Caleb's completion percentage wasn't good. Definitely has a lot of things to fix. There's still some drops happening, so it's not 100% on him there. But like you said, like they scored 31 points and like, I mean, Caleb had a boneheaded mistake on that fumble or whatever in the end zone, but still, like, how many times did they score 31 last year? Can you pull that up even? Like, I can look at it probably, but, like, probably maybe once, maybe twice. I can't imagine it. And, like, if they did, that's, like, the best game possible imaginable. Like, so, like, again, we're complaining about it wasn't the best game. I was listening to a couple podcasts about it. It's like, we keep seeing this offense looks good. This offense has the most explosive plays in the league, yada, yada, yada. Like, we haven't seen this offense at its full potential yet because we keep seeing mistakes. Like we saw in the beginning of the year when they did have great game, like the one game against the Cowboys, they still had a lot of penalties and stuff. Like they haven't had a game where they've had no penalties and things have just looked awesome. I don't think it's going to happen next week against the Eagles probably, but like either way, that's good to know that's in store. Like it's there. It's going to happen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I was just saying, 31, that's a bad time. Like, imagine what it's going to look like if it's all clicking the entire game. I mean, I guess you could just point to Detroit when it's all clicking. They put up 40, 50 points. You're like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yes.
But you don't see that as a Bears fan, but, as a football fan, you're like, holy cow.
Yeah, as a fantasy fan that has all these guys, you're like, oh my God, these guys are so good. But like, the Bears have these guys. Obviously, they don't have a Jahmyr Gibbs, who's a stud, but I mean, you saw it even yesterday. Everyone was involved. It wasn't just like one big name. I mean, DJ had 2 touchdowns, which is awesome, but he led the team in yards barely. I mean, Rome was right there. Colson Loveland had a sweet catch for a touchdown, and he's developing more into more like a Gronk character where he's great at route running. I mean, he beat a corner on a route, and then he can just body him up, easy catch. You can't touch the guy because he's so big. You put a linebacker on him, he's going to outrun him. So you have that weapon in Colson Loveland now. Like I said, DJ Moore, Roman Dunze. And then finally, we talked about this before, they're unlocking Luther Burden a little bit. He's learning the playbook still, probably learning how to be that Ben Johnson receiver, but he's exciting to watch every time he has the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it does good with the ball. It doesn't really make a lot of mistakes. Plays hard, too. I know that. It was a question mark for him coming in about, I don't even know what the problems were. They just said, it was just said that there were problems. No one ever really said what it was, and it just kind of seemed like everyone agreed that was true. Mm-hmm. And then he comes in and he hasn't really said anything to be diva-ish. He's put his nose down, worked hard, getting on the field, and that's what you love to see from a young guy. So, definitely super excited about him. Going back to what you asked me, the Bears only scored 30 points twice last year. They only scored more than 24 three times.
Oh, no. Yeah, so a couple lucky games, probably against some shit teams, and then again,
it was back-to-back games.
Oh, really?
Carolina and Jacksonville.
Yeah, so shit teams, really bad teams last year. But yeah, I mean, there's a Steelers team where people keep trying to find chinks in the armor, like you said. Like it's like, oh, I get their competition isn't the best, but Steelers were a playoff team. They were ahead of their division. Obviously squandered that instantly. And they were still over 500. So this wasn't a shit team that they just beat. So yeah, I mean, exciting to see them actually finally beat one of these teams. Again, the game, it was weird. I don't know. It was it didn't feel like it was too scared ever, but also wasn't too confident. So that's almost better. Where you're just something's good's gonna happen. And if they lose, they got beat almost. Where it's not you're gonna lose because some craziness or get screwed over. So yeah, I'm pretty content all around. And I mean, they were missing so many guys. The linebackers, I didn't know any of their names. Half of them. I mean, I think Hippolyte got hurt, and it was just random dudes out there.
Yeah. Shout out. Oh my god, I can't even.
See, you don't even know his name, and you remember it. No, yeah, Ogdemagmiga.
Yeah. Igbagnumiga.
Yeah, we call him Amin Obi, dude. That's what we said. We determined to use Obi at the Village yesterday. So, yeah, I mean, he looked awesome. He got a game ball. I think he had, 2 tackles? Yeah, it looks like right now. He has 2 tackles, 12 assisted tackles. So, that's really good.
Yeah, the real shout-out, I'm forgetting his name. I should have wrote down notes. The guy that came in when I was talking about the other day, I'm like, well, he's coming. He was a practice, or not practice, he was a special teams all-pro in the past. And, dude, put on like you said, he's going to put on the green dot. He did. Is it something Don
Robinson?
Jackson?
No, it's Dominic Robinson. I'm trying to find out who.
Something. I thought it was Jackson was the last name.
I'll look while you keep looking. Keep talking.
But I think he ended up with
there it is.
a bunch of tackles.
DeMarco Jackson.
Yeah. DeMarco Jackson, not Dante.
Yeah, he had 5 tackles and 10 assisted tackles.
Yeah, so 15 total tackles. You're coming in. You have. I don't know if he's played even this year. To be honest with you, special teams guy comes in and just doesn't know the plays, doesn't know anything, makes the plays, makes it happen. Defense, didn't look phenomenal all the time, but at the same time, it's not like the Steelers were really doing that much. I mean, they scored on the Caleb fumble.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then they had a couple of bad drives, but overall, I mean, defense wasn't terrible considering, like you said, they were missing all their linebackers. You're still missing corners and stuff like that. I mean, the D-line is banged up in some parts. Did Dom Rob play yesterday, or is he still hurt?
He did play, I think. Yeah, he played a little bit. I don't know if he's snapped, but he did play. He had 2 tackles only. So not he was probably fully healthy yet.
Yeah. So you're getting stuff from the linebackers. Joe Tryon, I saw, he was second in the team for pressure percentage.
There you go.
So, I mean, they're just getting guys and they're producing. I mean, that not even just this game. Just think of Nahshon Wright, dude. He's been
awesome.
Obviously phenomenal. Potentially not supposed to be starting. Just coming in as a backup, really, when you sign him. And then he's leading the league in interceptions right now. I think he has another 10 or 15 pass defenses. And I don't know.
He probably had dropped it. I think he had the one where him and Byard came together. He dropped one. I think he had one yesterday where he could have had. Obviously, the one he had yesterday was awesome. Highlight play, top 10 gem. But you have these guys who are just performing, and then the big thing I think too is the veteran guys or the guys we thought would need to perform are doing it as well. Montez Sweat's been really good since the bye week. Brisker looks awesome. Byard obviously is the most consistent guy in the defense probably. It's you needed those guys to show up so the other guys can kind of do their jobs and be a little bit more free. I know you said McLeod. You weren't a big fan of McLeod yesterday, but
no, I'm not saying. I wasn't even just roasting him yesterday. I was just saying even before, whenever he got in other games, just always getting roasted.
Yeah, it's tough. And again, but the way the defense played was almost bend don't break. Obviously they get the first drive they looked like they were going to thrash. First drive was the pick. And then after that it was dunk, 5-yard play. DK was getting everything. They were running the ball, kind of like we were saying. The game plan to beat them was run the ball. But it seems like every time they put it in Mason Rudolph's hands, he just made a blunder. Either he get a big sack, or I think he threw that pick. Like I said, Nahshon Wright, he had a big fumble. Honestly, if the Steelers ran the ball every play this game, they might have won. But they kept putting it in Mason Rudolph's hands, and then that's when the Bears, they get the takeaways that they need. And those takeaways, again, you can call them luck. You say it every week, but you keep doing it, so I'm not going to call it luck until it stops.
Yeah, I don't know why you're throwing a 50-50 ball to a corner who's 6'4", but that's just beyond me. I know you have DK over there, but that kind of just supersedes what DK is.
Yeah,
you have a guy like
height.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, pretty crazy stuff. And then on the offense, I know you wanted to talk about Ozzie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was listening to something and started talking about how good Ozzie was at pass block, and I was like, no way, was he that good? And I know I'd asked you because you have PFF, and his PFF grade was, that's one of the higher grades I've seen in a long time, actually, just for one. Obviously, his run game wasn't great. The run game wasn't good at all, really, but his pass block what was his grade? 80-something?
I think like 86.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Something, too.
Let me double check. You texted it, so. Yeah, 84.6. That's awesome. One pressure allowed, 0 sacks allowed. Obviously, I think T.J. Watt didn't really go against him too much, and T.J. Watt did, have some damage plays against Darnell Wright, but both of them looked good. Everyone, their pass, Caleb had time. I didn't see Caleb scramble too much that game, other than the one where he didn't really have to scramble and sacked himself for the safety or whatever, or for the touchdown. But, the offensive line came to play, which is good. They keep growing, and they keep being consistent. I think Ben Johnson said that in his after-game thing, too, talked about Jonah going down, and we saw those stats on the TV, but, they're so consistent. It's awesome.
Yeah, the stat on TV, in case anyone didn't see it, it was basically throughout the season, before he got hurt, their interior line, so guard, center, guard, had played every snap but 4 together, which is crazy. You're in week 12 at this point, so testament to them, especially Jonah Jackson, who was a guy that was like, hey, this guy keeps getting hurt, so big on him. Tooney, older guy, not really injured. Not really had injuries before, but you never know with an older guy.
No, offensive line's so hard. You could just break a finger or get a concussion. You're out for a few weeks, So it's I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck. Just think about it. Last year, what we were complaining about, dude. Who is it? Fucking what's his name? That's on the Browns now.
Tevin Jenkins.
Tevin Jenkins. How often he would be leaving the game, missing snaps, and we were talking about how the inconsistency. Not even that he's not missing games necessarily, but just in game, having to switch people in and out was just such a detriment to the team. And for the fact that they can kind of keep rolling, especially those 4 guys outside of left tackle, which is, Ozzie's their 3rd left tackle now, but outside of left tackle, the other 4 have been there playing every snap the entire season. So it's been pretty cool to see. Oh, I guess Wright did get hurt that one game, but.
But last year we were begging that Braxton Jones. We were convincing ourselves Braxton Jones was the second best lineman on the team. We're if Darnell Wright goes down, at least we have Braxton Jones. That's correct. Again, nothing wrong with Braxton. I think he's a solid player, but he's definitely not as good as Dahlman, as good as Tooney, as good as Jonah Jackson's been this year. These guys have been just staples, and again, it's availability, which is great.
And yeah, even Dahlman, man, Dahlman coming into the year. Or throughout his career, it's been great run blocker, not whatever pass blocker, but he's been pretty good at pass blocking this year. So, that's a big testament to Dan Rochar, the O-line coach, testament to Ben Johnson, testament to Poles as well, getting in the right guys for the system, and, guys that still have room to improve, even though they've been very good in the past, in Jonah Jackson included. So... Yeah, man. It's cool. It's definitely exciting stuff. We'll talk about their playoff stuff in a little bit here, but they're well on their way. Like you said, it still feels like they're just scratching the surface with what they can do. Not defensively necessarily, but offensively for sure.
Yeah, defensively, they're missing every guy. If you get 3 guys
true.
back and 2 corners back, and you still haven't had C.J. Gardner-Johnson with those 2 corners, so you're gonna have 3 really good corners. You're still gonna have both your safeties playing who are studs, and then you get these linebackers who can make tackles, and the D line's playing way better. So it's we haven't seen the best on defense either. And again, I don't expect them to be a top 10 defense, but I don't know. Going into the year, people were saying they're gonna be a good defense. They were supposed to be one of the better defenses, and they obviously haven't shown that. But you get some guys back, and things change fast.
And I guess we could just talk about it now. Like, what is the defense going to look like when these guys come back if no one else gets hurt, in theory?
Yeah.
Are you going to bench? I mean, I don't even say bench, but, like, how are you going to rotate between Jalen Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson, and Deshaun Wright? I don't think any of them deserve to be, like, not playing, They deserve to have a lot of playing time, but then now you can throw one into the slot if you have Kyler and then CJ Gardner-Johnson, who's also been playing pretty good, at least.
Really good. I mean,
I would say phenomenally for just coming in. Yeah, phenomenal for just coming in, yeah. And so I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, it's a good problem to have. You have guys that have proven that they can play in the system, so you don't necessarily need these guys to be, like, full go right away, so it makes it better for Jalen Johnson. It makes it better for Kyler to come back in recovery. Like you don't, like you said, don't have to play him for 100% snaps. You can ease him in, and then I don't even CJ. I guess can swap into safety. I know he's played that before too.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
I mean, they got a lot of depth in the secondary now. Linebackers, I guess, as well. If these guys come back, we did talk about Edmonds did go on IR, so he'll be out for at least 3 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, but
and they keep finding people that can replace them. And again, you don't want to say that he's replaceable because I don't think he is. I mean, he is eventually, but like with these guys, but like. Guys just keep stepping up, and it's the Dennis Allen system. Like we keep saying, it's like, once they have everyone up, you have this new system. You can do some crazy stuff with it. Like you said, C.J. Gardner-Johnson could be at safety. He could probably blitz in a dime package. Like he could do so many things where it's like, again, now you're getting pressure with your D line. They're healthy. Austin Booker's back. You said what's his name? D-Rob's back. Like, you have guys just getting healthier. I don't know. Again, it's exciting. It's like, and their schedule is going to get harder. They're going to probably. I don't want to say probably lose against Philadelphia, but let's be honest, like they're not going to be favored. If they lose, I wouldn't be shocked.
7-point dogs.
That's tough.
At least the opening line was.
Yeah, well, hopefully they watch the Dallas game. Transit property, we're better. Anyways, so again, like you don't. I don't know where I was going with it, but I don't know if they're going to lose some games. It's going to be tough, some of these, but like. I just want to see it come together. That's what I want to see. If they lose, as it came to, and somehow like everything came together, which I don't think is possible. I think if this offense and defense comes together, they can't lose. Like it's just that exciting to me. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, going to go against a Mahomes, I don't even know, but like the Eagles again, it could be a team where it's like they get outplayed or outcoached against, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna save this conversation until we started to break down the playoffs. But I guess we're getting into like the next game and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything about this game. Real quick, anything else? I mean, no. Special teams needs to get fixed. Or special teams is pretty poopy.
Special teams. I mean, it was back and forth. I feel like they had some good, some bad. Kyle good. I mean, he made every kick. Whatever.
I just meant more like the kickoff. I think they let a big punt return and stuff like that. Or it's just like, ugh. But, I don't know. Like, overall, like, Caleb, like, we can talk about Caleb real quick because we didn't really get into him. Like, he did struggle passing, but, like, there were some plays or some dots he had where he's just throwing the ball and hitting people in stride, which is nice. And then there's some where he did leave it behind guys where he needs to fix that. But, again, we saw Josh Allen, year 2, like, he'll figure it out. Let him figure it out. Let him get used to the offense a little bit more. He's still, I essentially see this as his rookie year. Like, he's 11 games in, right? Like, Matty Eberflus doesn't count. Or Shane Waldron doesn't count. Or fucking Thomas Brown, whatever everything was, doesn't count. So, I don't know. Yeah. I'm excited to see where they're going to get with that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I guess, speaking about, like, I was going to say, it's crazy to think, like, that position by position on almost every position that they actually have depth now, it seems like.
Yeah.
Like, quarterback, you have Bagent. Running back, you're fine. I guess, I mean, whatever. Tight end, you got 2 guys. Wide receiver, you're obviously 4 deep. Linebackers, you obviously have guys that can play. Corners, safety's probably the only D-line. All right. D-line is still even some, but not good depth.
Andrew Billings going off the field, dude. Big boy was going on and off. That's tough being the guy. Like, you're the big boy, and then you always got to run on and off the field. That's tough, dude.
Yeah.
He's so fucking big. Oh my god.
he
was so big, dude. I've never seen that. That was the biggest guy I've seen play football.
Well,
with my own eyes, dude, in an NFL, that was a massive man running on.
How big was
Like Vince Wilfork, maybe?
I was gonna say Vince Wilfork, Albert Hainsworth.
Yeah, those are big boys. Albert Hainsworth just quit, so I don't know. I don't know.
Albert Hainsworth was so big that he couldn't even run anymore. He got out conditioned in the NFL.
I mean, Warren Sapp was big, but I think Warren Sapp was more strong than anything. I don't know. Either way, that's just again the most important thing. And I don't want to say. I mean, obviously winning's the most important thing, but this seems just fun too. Like everyone just seems like they're bought in. You see the post game things, and Ben Johnson's getting everyone riled up, and everyone just loves him, and everyone just seems like they like each other. And like, yeah, you can say that's like lame and that's corny, cornball stuff, but like it matters. Like having your team like each other and have the chemistry and being friends or whatever it might be, like that matters a ton. And that doesn't really happen a lot in football. You see it in other sports, I think, like especially hockey. I know like the Florida Panthers were always like talk about how much they hang out off the ice. I think you said this a couple weeks ago. Like they always are just like hanging out, going out, getting dinner or whatever. Like I think even Caleb was like out with someone else on the team like before the week, and it was like just hanging out with the guy. It's like, yeah, they're just hanging out, they're friends. It's cool. It's cool to see.
And I'm not even. This is doesn't really matter about what you're saying, but
That's fine.
even they're hanging out with other sports too. Like Caleb's hanging out with like Bedard, and he's hanging out
cool,
with
yeah.
fucking what's it, Buzelis in the off season too. It's like, I guess these guys are just friends now, and it's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah, no, it's cool.
You don't
That's
see
very
that
cool.
too often.
No,
yeah.
you don't really. I feel like that's more like a '90s thing you'd see it. But yeah, that's awesome. Again, yeah, it's just cool to have. It just seems like they're buying into the system, which if it took 5 weeks to buy into a system, that's awesome. So like, yeah, I mean Ben Johnson is just thank him. Everyone thank him. Obviously, you have Caleb, you have all these guys we talk about, but Ben Johnson is the guy. So thank you, Ben Johnson, for changing our lives. That's the meme. Like, thank you for changing our lives. And he's like, I'm just Ben Johnson. Like, no, you're not, dude. You're much more than this.
Yeah. I'm just the only like hesitancy. I'm like, if they do have like a losing streak, what is it going to look like?
Yes, I agree.
Because obviously everything's peachy when you're winning, but things fall apart when you start losing. Or if you're the Eagles, things just get boring.
Yeah.
So I guess we could hop into them right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing though. I mean, they did lose 2 in a row, and like they came right back, right? I think there's a bye week, right, between the 2 losses, right? Or no, they lose 2 in a row. Yeah. No, 2 in a row, and then 1 2 in a row. Yeah. So like, yeah, again, like they had lost 2 in a row. It's not really a losing streak necessarily, but they did bounce back. So yeah, maybe they can do it. But yeah, Eagles. So we talk about the game since I don't really. The Eagles played the Cowboys. We're talking Bears ball. So Eagles played the Cowboys. Eagles up 21-0, blew the lead. Dak looked awesome. CD Lamb loves dropping the ball apparently, but is wide open every play. And George Pickens is going to get so much money next year. Well, if Jerry's gonna franchise tag him, he's not going to show up to work.
Yeah.
Jerry's going to probably trade him. Something's going to happen. It's going to be like the Micah situation all over again, which isn't bad for Jerry if he gets anything out of it. But yeah, I mean, George Pickens. I don't know. I mean, if I'm George Pickens, I want to stay in Dallas. Like, that team is lethal. You have CeeDee Lamb. You have Javonte. Like, the offense is so good.
How can they can't afford him, though.
You can't. No, you can't. No,
Like-
he's going to want, like, 25 a year at least. Probably more.
More, probably, yeah. Like, Jamar Chase is getting 40. Like,
Yeah.
we're in, if you're, like, a good receiver, you're getting 30 now, probably.
But yeah, Christian Kirk got 20, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
George
so-
deserves 30, 35 at least. I mean, he's a wide receiver 1 by far. Like, he's a top 5 receiver right now.
And yeah, speaking of the Steelers, it's like you traded the guy away. You're desperate for another option on the outside. So, I mean, I guess
But
for
they're
one
content.
Claypool,
They're like,
I was gonna say for one Claypool trade, you get the George Pickens trade.
Yeah, but it seemed like they're content too. They're like, oh well, yeah, we got rid of him, but he was a piece of shit. So thank God he's out. It's like maybe he just sucked. I don't mean, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, they asked him about Pittsburgh too. He's like, I don't really have any bad blood or anything. Like,
Yeah.
well, me and Tomlin are cool. Like, it's fine.
Yeah,
So
that's good. But yeah, I mean that's a gritty win for the Cowboys. But the Eagles, so like it's a team. Again, I just don't know what we're gonna see. If you think on paper, we're gonna break it down right now. It's like Eagles should win, right? Running back, if you can just run Saquon every play, dominant. You have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith who are gonna be really good. You have this offensive line who's amazing. I think Lane Johnson's gonna be out, thankfully. But like still, and then like you said, you have Jalen Hurts who can just beat you on the ground. But they just, I don't know, they can't put it together. It's so weird. It's a weird team, dude. Like they should be. Again, on paper, destroying it. Maybe they are just bored and they don't care, but a division game at Dallas, I don't think that's something you get bored over. You shouldn't be bored during that game.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. I just feel like the offensive line hasn't been as good. I mean, Lane Johnson's out now, so That's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, offensive line, Saquon, like you said, has not been the same player, has not had the same success, at least this year, not even close. I mean, just think how good their run game was last year. That's the big reason why they won, is because their run game was so dominant. And it's just not there this year. Passing, super inconsistent. Hurts is inconsistent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it'll be tough. We'll see with the Bears. I mean, obviously, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith still very, very good receivers. I feel like Devonta Smith especially is super underrated.
Yeah, catch yesterday was so good.
Dude, I was going to say, dude makes the craziest catches that you just never see. I mean,
he was like this, turned around and caught it, like, diving back, like, in his belly. It's easy. And getting defended. It was like Odell with two hands. It was sick. It was a nasty catch.
Yeah, honestly, like if we were to like go like shot for shot, like of like great catches, for anybody in the league, I think he might be like number one.
Yeah, he's amazing, and yeah, I mean, he's literally just highlighted, or not highlighted, but like overshadowed by AJ Brown, the exact opposite of highlighted by AJ Brown, who like I don't think his performance, AJ Brown's performance that does it. It's just AJ Brown's attitude, and I don't know what's going on with him. He's getting the ball now more, and they're giving the ball. I think he got a ton of balls yesterday, but like. I don't know. Are you happy they're getting the ball and losing? I can't imagine it. So, like, what are you going to say now? If I'm a reporter, I was already pressing him. Like, what are you going to say, dude? Are you excited? Is it a good game? Like, because they lost. They got the ball. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he'll just be like, well, I didn't get in the second half.
He's like, we were playing 1-0. I got the ball.
Yeah.
That's true. But, yeah, so, I mean, again, the Bears, it's going to be interesting. It's coming off Thanksgiving. Kind of sucks. I'd rather play on Thanksgiving than the day after Thanksgiving because you want to eat. Like Andrew Billings is coming 10 pounds heavier on Thanksgiving day after. You know that.
True.
They played early too, I think, on that Friday, right?
2:00.
Oh, okay, not that early. Cool. That's good. So 2:00 game. This should be. I mean, is it in Philly, right? Too. I don't think it's here.
Yeah, it's in Philly. I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, short week. I mean, maybe Jalen Johnson's back. That's what you're kind of hoping for. But if they do win this game, I think they're second in the. Well, I think technically they'd be first in the NFC at that point. Or no, I think the Rams. Right?
Rams, yeah.
But that's insane to think.
They control everything besides the Rams, pretty much.
So if they have the same record as the Rams, they're in doubt.
Probably, I would assume so.
But okay. I mean, yeah, we're talking about first place in the NFC. Is crazy.
There's no way. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk. I looked into some of the playoff stuff. We'll talk about that when we're done with the game. But yeah, Eagles defensively, again, they're right, a lot up and down. Sometimes their D line comes and feasts. Sometimes it just, I guess, feast or famine, really. Yeah. So, and then even their secondary is like sometimes I'm like, holy shit, dude. Quinyon Mobe or whatever they say, like dominant, and then other times I'm like, it feels like yesterday.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Cowboys just passing on him for easily. You're like, okay, this is
he's
nothing.
He's turned a 180. Like Quinshon Mitchell used to, like last year we were talking, like, oh my god, rookie of the year, amazing, one of the best corners in the league. It's like it almost kind of like Sauce was a little bit, where like people were waiting for him to downfall, but like you said, people are taking advantage of him this year, and he does not look good. I mean, people like talk trash. Like he's one of those guys where the PFF grade comes out and people just respond with like he was covering this guy, he was covering this guy, he was covering this guy, and like didn't get attributed to his stats. So yeah, Quinshon Mitchell doesn't look. I mean, Cooper DeJean, I haven't heard his name. Blankenship hasn't looked good at all. And like, I mean, the linebackers haven't really done much. I mean, they hit people, but that's it. And then you said D line is very feast or famine. Where it's like, I think 2 weeks ago you saw they dominated with what's his name, who's the big Jordan Davis. But like Jalen Carter hasn't really done much. Like I haven't seen him got a ton of sacks or anything. So yeah, like again, it's just every one of that team's a question mark, which is scary, I suppose, if you're trying to predict the game. But at the same time, like you get them on a bad day, you can win, no problem.
Yeah, no,
I'm much more scared of the Lions than I am of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, just like the Eagles in general, though, it's like they play so many close games where it's like I'm not that scared. I know the game's gonna be close, especially the way the Bears play, because just look at like their entire season, 24-20 they won, 2017 they won, 33-26 one-score game, 31-25 one-score game, lost 21-17, lost to the Giants 34-17, beat Minnesota by 6, beat the Giants by a lot, so flip that, Green Bay by 10-7, Detroit 16-9. Like, the offense is just come and go. And then lost 24-21. So it's like all these games are extremely close. So you've seen that the Bears perform very well in close games. Obviously, they do as well. Obviously, you know, the same record. But, you know, I'm not like, it's not like if I was playing the last year, you go, I'd be like, there's no fucking way.
No way.
There's no way that the Bears are winning. But I'm not projecting that the Bears win this game, but it should be pretty close, I think. Like, definitely 7 points does seem like a lot to me.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be under that.
I
for
agree.
Sure.
100% agree. I think it comes down to coaching. Right now, I'd pick Ben Johnson or Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is a good coach. I mean, definitely, obviously, I wouldn't say underrated, but has been in the past for sure. But, like, their play calling offense right now, I don't know if who's doing it. It doesn't look good. So, like, I'm going coaching Bears. Like, Dennis Allen's been in his bag. Ben Johnson in his bag. Like, all these, like, I mean, there's a couple trick plays they ran yesterday. They were just so good. It was like, they just kept. Oh, I remember the play that special teams play was a fake punt that they didn't cover. That's why I was like, special teams needs to get fired. Sorry, that just came to my mind. But yeah, like they're all the coaching just seems like the Bears in the Bears' favor, and then it just becomes matchup versus matchup. And I think the Bears do it. Like I said, I don't project them to win, but like if they lose by 3 or 4, I wouldn't be shocked. That's what I expect. And if the Bears win by 3 or 4, I wouldn't be shocked either. So be pleasantly
and then
happy.
If they do win, people are gonna I don't know. People are gonna start going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, the Bears actually can play. Like, they're not just beating bad teams. Like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, we can talk playoffs too with this ramifications, but like, yeah, if the Bears win, so many things open up. Like you said, like either it's gonna be like, oh my god, the Bears are a real team because again, they're still in the NFC North leaders. So you have that still going. You control your own destiny. You just beat the Eagles, who beat the Lions, who beat the Packers. So like, you can beat them now. And then at the same time, like, the Eagles, like, you just lost to Dallas and the Bears, and it's like people are gonna start talking the opposite way, like, how'd you lose to these teams? Like, are they frauds? And Dallas is probably not gonna win the division. They're still 3 games out, but like, tough for the Eagles. Like, they need to figure some stuff out. So it's a huge game for them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, before we do hop into playoff stuff, I guess my last note. One concern with this game is that the Eagles do not turn the ball over, and the Bears love to take the ball away.
Yeah.
And that's really how they've been winning a lot of these games, and like momentum changing a lot of the time. So, I mean, I think Hurts only has 1 pick. I don't think Saquon's fumbled the entire season. So, I mean, I think Hurts might have a couple fumbles, I'm sure, but like overall, like they don't really take the ball, or they don't lose the ball. So could be tough for the Bears, but at the same time, like you said, I feel like we'll see in this game if the Bears are for real a little bit, or if they've just what everyone has been saying, if they've just had the easy schedule. And I don't believe that. I do think that they're good. At least a good team. I don't know if they're great or anything, but they're at least like a competitive team where they shouldn't be getting blown out anymore ever again, hopefully.
I think they're like on par with the 49ers. That's who they are, right? Like, and that's the team you're fighting for the playoffs. But it's like, yeah, again, if they lose to the Eagles by like 25, I'd be like, damn, that's tough. We are frauds. But like, again, if they lose by 10 points, I won't be like, we're frauds. Like, it's just, you lost to a good Eagles team. Like, the team won the Super Bowl last year. Again, they have their issues, but they can find it anytime. So yeah, I do think the Bears are solid. Like, they're a good team. They're a playoff team. In the AFC, they'd be easily in the playoffs. So like, they're just in a tough NFC, which sucks, and whatever. I was gonna say something. I forget. I don't know. I'm talking about the Eagles. I have no idea. But either way,
I don't know. We were talking about the Eagles for a while.
I know. I had it in my mind. I don't remember. Eagles trash. Would you rather be Andy Reid or Andrew Billings? Right this minute.
Probably Andrew Billings.
A lot of life left to live.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. You gotta find drops in LBs.
Well, both of them.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So, again, I'm excited for the Bears. Their outlook is exciting. I mean, I think I've been listening to podcasts, and they're like, yeah, like including last game against the Steelers, like they have a 7-game series. They need to win 4 of them. They won the first one. They still have to find 3 more wins, and that's gonna be tough. I mean, you want to guarantee the Browns are in that one, right? Maybe. Their defense looks pretty awesome, and Shedeur doesn't look bad. and you still have some division games. So yeah, playoff outlook, scary, but fun.
Yeah, we'll talk about it right now. So, like you said, before it was like, you get to 10 wins. No, you gotta get to 11.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just the good thing and the bad thing, I guess, is that the teams that you're fighting with are all the teams that you're playing coming up. So,
True.
you kind of you have to beat these teams regardless. So if you don't beat them, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs, and you wouldn't do anything in the playoffs anyway. But if you do beat them, you do deserve to be in the playoffs, and you probably will do some stuff in the playoffs, if that makes any sense. So, I mean, this will show over the next 6 weeks about, like, what the team actually will look like if they do make the postseason. Like you said, Browns, theoretically, you're counting them as a win, but you play the Packers twice, you play the Lions, you play the 49ers, and then the
Eagles and who else?
Eagles. That's
Yeah,
the
okay,
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, I forgot about the Eagles. So yeah, like if you lose to the Eagles, you have to win the 3 out of the last 5.
You gotta win 3 division games maybe, or 2 at least. So like, it's tough.
Yeah, you better be beating Green Bay or San Francisco. If Detroit beats Green Bay on Thursday, which I would project them to, but I'm not sure. I would just say Detroit's probably going to take the division. I think they have a pretty easy rest of their schedule. They play Green Bay, then actually, it's not that easy.
Rams.
Yeah, so you got to be beating some of these teams. But, like, yeah, you play Dallas, I would project them to win. I would project them to beat Pittsburgh. I would project them to beat Minnesota. That's 11 right there already. So
and then you have the Bears, who it's like, that's a make or break.
Yeah. And then, on the flip side, like, for San Francisco, they're getting to a fucking 11 wins if you don't beat them. So, because they play Carolina tonight, or yesterday when you're listening to this. I'm assuming they won.
Yeah.
So they got 8 wins there. They're playing Cleveland. You assume that's a win for the Bears. You assume that's a win for them. They play Tennessee. They have a bye, then Tennessee.
That's a win for your local high school team.
So that ours already is 10 wins. So if you don't beat them, that's 11. So
Yep.
They play Indy and Seattle. The other games, I would project them to lose both those, but
they could be
whatever.
Indy, I think.
Yeah.
And Seattle, you never know. They could be resting guys if they get the division, but who knows?
Yeah. And then Green Bay, obviously play them twice, so that's the hardest to kind of project of what it looks like if you lose to them.
Green Bay's got a gauntlet though, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So if Green Bay loses Thursday,
they're pretty screwed.
Obviously, you're not. If you lose them twice, you're probably not making the playoffs anyway.
You don't deserve it either. Like you said, we said earlier,
right.
you don't deserve to make the playoffs. You're losing twice to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. So if you split with Green Bay, they lose. Then they still have to play Denver. They still have to play Baltimore. They still have to play Minnesota. They would have to get. They'd have to win 2 of those games between Denver, Baltimore, and Minnesota.
I don't see them winning any of those games. I mean, maybe Denver.
So I guess if you split with Green Bay, that's your best chance. Or I mean, obviously beat any of the teams, that's a good chance. But like that's what you're looking for. You got to beat Green Bay at least once. I would say San Francisco too. It's like you have to win that game probably.
Yeah, your 3 wins are had to come from the Browns, San Francisco, and Green Bay ones. Again,
or twice. Green Bay twice.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, all right, you're in.
Yeah, Green Bay once or twice, then San Francisco or Browns. 3 of those 4 games. Again, the Lions, I'd like to see them beat them. Lions have looked beatable. I mean, they almost just lost to the Giants yesterday. So, they're very beatable. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, if I'm projecting it, that's the teams they have to go through, is those teams. And if you beat them, like you said, you're ahead of the wild card now. You have the head-to-head competition on them. Packers, obviously, a little different. You split, but still, it's not too crazy.
Yeah. And hey, if you beat Detroit and beat these teams, well, you won the division. So I mean, playoffs are in your hands at this point. It's just can you win? And like I said, if you don't, then that's probably a good thing. That you didn't make the playoffs because you're not winning in the playoffs. So get a better draft pick.
And if they don't make the playoffs, I'm not gonna be like. I mean, I'll be upset and sad, but I won't be like mad or disappointed, I should say. I won't be like, it's a letdown. It's be more like, damn, I'll be more mad than I am sad, I would say, because I don't know how. I guess maybe the opposite. I don't know. Either way, like it's not going to feel like a failed season if they don't make the playoffs. Because we didn't project them to make the playoffs. We projected them to have 7 wins, maybe. I don't even know if we did project their win total, but like it wasn't many.
I think maybe both of us ended up with like 9-8 or 8-9,
and that was a prayer.
Like that. Yeah,
and they're probably going to get that at least, and they probably get 10 wins at least. But like, yeah. So
yeah, if they don't get to 10, I'll be very sad. I might be mad at that point, but. Like, you can't be one of these teams.
Yeah, that would be tough. Because then you definitely have a fraud alert. If you lose to all of them but the Browns, that's a fraud alert for sure.
Yeah.
Because you think you can luck into a win against the Packers or the 49ers or even the Lions if they're not really trying at the end of the year. Like, I can see them resting their guys. Yeah, true. So, like, but again, like, that's the thing, too, that we just said is a good thing. That was, like, all the teams we just mentioned, they could beat. They aren't going to probably be projected to beat them, but, like, if they do, it's not a crazy upset. You're like, oh, what the fuck? What an insane upset.
Yeah.
So, exciting. I don't know.
It is.
It's a fun time.
We'll see if they can ever get above a positive point differential this year.
Yeah, I think they do have the second worst point differential ever for an 8-win team, which is, you know, the only one that stats thrown around on your face, but, like, screw you, too, you know?
Like, yeah, it's just one game that fucking...
Yeah, you just got... Yeah, that's why I looked. I was like, it's just a loss to the Lions, and then I looked and they beat the, like, Cowboys by the same amount. I'm like, oh... That's okay.
No, how would they be negative then? There's no way.
I mean, that's pretty close.
Because I was like, I was like, oh, Ravens loss, you bounce out with the Saints loss. I think that was pretty much the same. I think 12 or 14 points, something. So the Detroit's
they did. I forgot. No, they got whomped. I forgot. Yeah, they lost by 31. That's a 15-point difference. Yeah, but still, they'd only be like what plus 12. Well, not crazy. Again, that's just they're winning games. That's all you want. I mean, yeah, it could be like the Pittsburgh Steelers when they went 11-0, and that sucks. But like, it's not like you have Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, and all these guys who are just like ancient, and Antonio Brown. Like you have guys who are young who are going to be here for multiple years. You have a coach who's just getting started. So yeah, much fun to come.
That is true.
How were your chicken tenders yesterday? They good?
They were good.
Did you have leftovers?
Yeah, I did.
Hell yeah. Solid.
I ate them last night.
Nice.
Dominated them.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
I ate them up, and I was like, I wish there were more.
That does suck, dude. Yeah, you just don't leave yourself enough. I've been there.
Yeah, like it was enough, but like, two chicken tenders and like a third of a plate of fries. You're like,
You should have gotten our bucket, dude. A little bucket of beers, dude. Get you going. I was full the entire day. I was dying. I don't know. I ate the whole basket and then all the beer. I was just like, I'm hurting so bad.
Yeah. I'm surprised the beer didn't do more than me. Usually it does, but...
It filled me up, but yeah, I wasn't too, like, drunk or anything, which is nice. A little Millie's, dude. A little Millie Lights, dude. Less filling. Great tasting. More tasting. I don't know. Better tasting? I have no idea what they're saying is.
I don't know. Something like that.
Better ingredients? Papa John's?
True.
But yeah, so again, that's our Bears outlook. We'll talk in a few, and probably, I guess, it'll come out Wednesday, so when you listen to this tomorrow, we talk in rest of the NFL Week 12 recap, and then kind of just recapping and doing a little recap, little preview action side by side, get it done quick, and then something to listen to on your Wednesday going to work before Turkey Day, baby.
Yep.
Cool. All right, well, go Bears. We're 8-3. That's good. Let's say that right now. Everyone listening, we are 8-3. Just close your eyes, get the lotion out, and just imagine it. 8-3. You probably didn't even need the lotion. You're done already. All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, my desk is splattered. Bye-bye.